welcome back to my channel. We are officially in spooky season, so all you will be seeing is spooky t-shirts from here on out. Even though it's only September, okay? A true horror lover. I was gonna say horror, but it sounded like whore. A true horror lover starts their Halloween in September. So anyways, welcome back to the channel. Glad you're here. I hope you have been enjoying all of the content I've been putting out. I've been trying to just dish it out to y'all as fast as I can. Literally, I'm not like contemplating videos anymore. I'm just like, when it feels good to speak, I'm speaking, I'm sharing, trying to get the point across on whatever is coming to my mind at the time. So anyways, glad you're here. While you're here, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and follow notification, and leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from. And if you've been enjoying the channel, like I said, just let me know below, okay? So today we are going to talk about what it is really like to start your lash extension business. And I'm going to talk about the difference between what it's like starting out on your own and doing it on your own versus what it would be like if you had a coach or a mentor, someone who's been there and done that, so you can get your license, learn everything the correct way, okay? Because what I created, what other lash artists have created, is this huge group of certified lash artists, okay? And as you know, because you should be watching and following the channel, I've been talking about the difference between certifications and the difference between a license. A lot of us do believe that certification and license are the same thing, and then we go and pay money for a class, and then they tell us, yeah, no, this is just a certification, this isn't a license, you legit can't do lashes with this. So the title of this video is Don't Quit Your Day Job. Don't quit your job, because what I have seen happen a lot of times is people leave their jobs to chase this lash artist dream, and they don't know where to start, they don't know how to start, so they end up spending a lot of money, being lost, and then having to find another job that they absolutely hate just to pay the bills, just to help out in the house. And I did this myself, so that's why I'm here to say, do not quit your job, okay? If you have found a passion in lashes, or maybe something else in the beauty industry, or maybe you're just on this channel because you like the way I talk about my entrepreneurship skills, okay, whatever. But if you are on that journey, I encourage you not to leave your job. And because the world we live in now is super fast, and so we have this idea of starting a lash business today, 10 clients tomorrow, $1 million on Thursday. That's how it's supposed to be. It is not like that. So what ends up happening is we get frustrated. Like I said, we end up in jobs we hate, and we're trying to find a solution to get the license or get whatever it may be that we think is holding us back. Because in all actuality, if we wanted to do lashes and you wanted to do lashes well and have a successful business, you would make sure that you do everything on your end to follow those steps as needed. But like I said, what I created and what a lot of other lash artists are creating is a bunch of certified lash artists who didn't know that they, now I'm, disclaimer, I told my girls what my class was. I never told them it was a license. However, there are some lash artists out there who are teaching classes that are certification classes and convincing the girls that they are licenses. And a certification is just a piece of paper saying that you took a class from someone who's licensed. But what I'm also seeing is I'm having ladies hop on the enrollment calls, and most of you guys either are leaving jobs or just getting into a new job, and then you want to pursue this something like the lash career. However, you're like, I don't even know how much I'm gonna get paid from this job. I don't even know how much I'm making, you know, like all of these things happen. So that's why I said, like, if you have a good job and you're wanting to, you have time and you have some extra money to invest in learning a new skill, then that's whenever you should be ready to start a lash extension business. Not just leaving your job or leaving school's different. Y'all know my take on school, but you shouldn't just be leaving your job to become a lash artist, because it's not going to happen overnight, okay? That's just the reality of it. So my girls now know, after working 12 weeks, my girls understand that after the 12-week program, that's when even more work and push is required of you to get your lash business up and running. A lot of times what I'm seeing is with students trying to come into the university is a lot of you guys want me to just drag you to the top and just, I am giving you the tools because I have done it myself. So I'm giving you the tools, I'm sharing with you how to do it, I'm sharing with you how to bypass problems, but you have to do the work at the end of the day. So a lot of us don't want to do the work that comes with the success. A lot of us, so that's what I'm saying, don't quit your job because you see someone else doing lashes, you see someone else teaching classes, because that is another thing that I hear is y'all are like, oh, I want to do lashes and then I want to start teaching others. There's nothing in there about becoming a great lash. So don't quit your job just because you think being a lash artist is like side money or it's like something that is just like so capable for everybody to do, because it's not. And I'm telling you, and I can assure you, because I'm having calls with students coming on who have invested in lash classes, invested in product supply, invested in portion of starting the business, but they're super lost and they're trying to figure out the next pieces. But then whenever I tell them, they push the opportunity away, or they just simply don't even respond. So some people hang up after I tell them like, this is what we have to do in order to get you to where you want to be. And so when they hang up or they don't invest, they don't say yes to themselves, because you're not saying yes to me, you're saying yes to yourself, because I already know all this. I'm a lash artist, I have a lash business, I have clients, I have taught hundreds of thousands of girls already. Like, I've done this. So I'm here to help you get your license, become a legit lash artist. And I'm sharing this because not everyone needs to become a lash artist. That's why I said don't quit your job to become a lash artist, because what we're seeing is like, oh, you should become a lash artist, leave this job, leave this to become a lash artist. No, no. Stay at your job, make your income that's helping you right now, and start learning how to use that money to help you invest into learning. But do not just leave your job. Don't make you struggle, don't make your family struggle. Like, you're not the only one that is affected. Like, just because I don't have kids, I thought I could make certain decisions, but they affected my partner in the long term. When I decided to leave my job and just leave him hanging high and dry, that affected us together, not just me and not just him. So that's why I'm sharing this, because, and you may be like, oh, you're mean, or you just don't want everyone to become a lash artist. It's like, no, the truth is not everybody is meant to become a lash artist. And that's why I'm sharing this, because like I said, I have done it. I've put my family in the position, and I've also seen other students do it. So that's why I'm sharing, so that way you can be smarter, because once you know, then you're like, oh yeah, that actually does make sense. Let me not leave my job that's paying me, taking care of my livelihood right now, to go and chase something that is and can take me up to a year to build successfully, up to 8 months, it can take you a minute to build it. So you don't want to be struggling while learning a skill like this, while building something like this, because it's supposed to be really fun and something also that can turn into a good business for you. So you don't want to go into it stressed out and worried and just, not in a good headspace. So that's why I'm sharing this, because some of you are going to get upset because I'm going to say, no, you're not coachable, you're not ready, and that is the truth. And so, you can get mad, but that's the truth. So hey, you may be mad at me because you're like, no, I really want to do lashes and I really want to do this, so who are you to tell me? But also you may discover that you are like, oh, you're right, and I shouldn't be doing this, and it leads you into something else, and then you end up loving that other thing that you're meant to be doing. You can come back and thank me later. Okay, but like I said, I'm sharing because it is in time investment, it's money investment. The reality of building a lash business is sacrifice. It's a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes effort to learn the skill. It takes effort to learn about your clients. It takes effort to apply that knowledge to your clients. It takes effort to keep running your lash business. On the days that you may have 1 week where you make $2,000, you may have 1 month where you only make $1,300. That's how it is. And so if you're not prepared for that, if you're not ready for that, like I said, don't quit your job. Don't quit your job. Another important thing is a lot of students coming on. Some of y'all are certified, but you've already been doing lashes for a little while, but we can't charge the prices that we want to charge because we don't have a license. And technically, if you are certified, you're not supposed to take any money because it's illegal, and you can actually get fined, and you can not even be able to get your license. And I have shared all of this on the difference between the lash license and lash certification video. So if you haven't watched that one, go watch that one. But anyways, you can get fined, okay? So some of you guys are not charging the prices. You're not seeing the money you want to see. You're not able to keep growing in your business because you're not getting that many clients, and you're also charging cheap because we are certified. And so what happens whenever I ask y'all, well, how much would we like to charge? How much would we like to see whenever we get our license? What I'm hearing my ladies say is that y'all are charging super cheap, but you want to be this great lash artist, okay? And then whenever you get your license, you're like, well, I don't want to charge more. I don't really want to, I want to be affordable. I want, so let me share this with you. This isn't about what someone can afford. This is a luxury service. You're also paying a pretty penny to learn how to provide this luxury service and get your license. So provide it legitimately. So you should not feel embarrassed or ashamed to want to price a service high that you not only paid to learn, you're giving them a great service. So a lot of you guys are charging super, super cheap, and then you're realizing this is why you're not making any money, because if you're charging $60, it takes you 3 hours to complete that set. That's $20 an hour. I bet you your lash tray was $20. You're losing money. If you're losing money because you're not charging your worth, guess where you are better off staying at your job. Because we don't get into this industry for us to make what we were making doing the hours that we were already doing. You're going to be working the same amount. You're going to have to take more clients while making less. Okay, that's not why we are here. So that's what I'm saying. If you're not aware of that, I'm just trying to make you aware of it, okay? When it comes to you starting this business by yourself, if you choose to do everything by yourself, you're going to spend a whole lot of money trying to learn everything by yourself. You're probably going to spend more going through trial and error on your own than it would if you just hired someone who's already doing it, who can give you a license, and you can learn legitimately. There are licensed lash artists who have lash schools. I feel like one of the first in my area, but there are other lash artists who have lash schools. I do hate myself for doing the certification, for pushing certification for so long, and just embedding the word certification in everyone's mind. Because now that I'm a licensed lash school, and I'm like, you need a license. It's important to have a license. So maybe it's my karma in a way. However, I have created some pretty bomb lash artists who came from my certification classes. Now, they had to go get their license. They either already had their license or they went to go get their license afterwards, but they all had to go to schools that didn't teach them anything, that didn't really help them. So they were just making their business simply off of the one-day certification class that they took with me. But I want to be better. So that's why I'm here helping you and want to truly help you understand. When you choose to go the route with a licensed lash artist who knows business, has learned everything, is offering a licensed course, take it. That is literally like a big old present with a bow on it, and God just handing it to you. Okay, so take it. You have to take that opportunity, because a lot of times you already took the opportunity in a certification class, but now we know certification classes don't mean anything. So we still have to go and get our license, and still have to be a legitimate lash artist if you want this to be a full-time business for you, because you can have a full-time thriving lash business with your lash license. Okay, so like I was saying, and the difference between going at it with someone and by yourself is obviously you get to have that person's trial and error. So you're able to maneuver faster through problems. You're also able to pretty much get a blueprint of everything that person has been through in their business. So far we've covered why you shouldn't quit your job, and you should also know the real reality of what it's like to start up a lash business. So ideally you're looking at anywhere from $3,000 to $15,000 depending on what school you choose. So like I said, you could choose a lash extension specialty school, a cosmetology or esthetician, but lash specialty school is where you need to be if you want to become a bomb lash artist. Okay, you don't need any of the extra stuff, and it's extra fees. You also you're going to invest money for a bed, money for supplies, money for tweezers, at least if you're in my program, because that's just how it is. You're going to have to start learning about products. Okay, you're also going to have to invest and start learning about your clients. This isn't just about you and what you want. You have to learn your client as well and what they want. So that comes into marketing and more money. Okay, also then you have to find a lash space. So are we choosing to work from an extra room in our house? Do we have a beauty shed? Do you have a private office? Do you have a salon? Do you have something in mind of where you're wanting to work? Then we're going to have to factor that in. Okay, so idealistically, starting up a business does take money, especially something like this business. Okay, this isn't just a start from zero sort of thing. This is, you have to have money to invest because this is a business. It's going to bring you back money, but you're going to have to put money in order to get money back. Okay, so idealistically, that's what you're looking at. That's why I said don't quit your job. If your job's going to help you pay for something like this, or just also help you with your living while because remember, when you get into at least my program, I encourage my students, my girls, to work. So you're going to start making money, especially if you're doing everything I'm saying, and you can work. You have a student permit. While it is important to know this because some students don't know this. You are going to get a permit when you enter a lash extension specialty school, or when you enter school, you're supposed to get a permit, a student work permit that allows you to work, to take clients and like start making money. So some students do not know that, so that's why I'm sharing that with you, because although you should, like I said, keep your job, you are going to be able to start taking clients and start making money and start using that to help your business grow. So like I said, this is whenever you go about it the right way. You go through school with someone who also has been a lash artist and knows how to help you set up everything how you need it to be. Okay, so idealistically, this is what we're looking at whenever we go about everything the right way. So we're looking at school, other fees while going through school, building up your clientele, building the business, and then more fees for your business once we get everything set up. And some of y'all may already know how your lash business goes whenever you don't do all of this the correct way. So if you go about it on your own, this is usually what happens. Okay, you go to take a certification class, you buy an ebook on TikTok or online that's like $100. You get some tools that they tell you to get that aren't really good tools. It's probably super cheap. So you end up, giving low quality sets, charging low. You're like, I can't really get clients because I'm not licensed, but I still want to make money because I paid money to learn this. It just confuses the heck out of you. Then you start doubting yourself, start asking yourself all these questions. You see where that path is going. And like I said, you don't even end up doing lashes. You end up at a job you hate, just trying to make money because we're like, I invested all this time and energy and money into this, and it was supposed to take me somewhere far, but you didn't invest really what you needed to, or with the person that you needed to, and so you only got as far as they got. The reason why so many of us lash artists were lost is because of who and where we went to learn from, which, like I said, you were only going to go as far as they went. And a lot of times what we see is no one wants to be a great lash artist anymore. Most students want to just teach. They don't even want to perfect the skill themselves. They don't even want to be a bomb lash artist, give a good service, build relationships with clients. They just want to start teaching because that's what we're seeing. We're seeing on social media, it's like, oh, you take a lash certification class and then you start just showing girls. And it's like, no, you're not really helping anyone. You're not even helping yourself by you creating more people who are more lost. And then, like I said, these are the students that I'm finding that are coming to me to get their license. These are the problems they're saying. I'm repeating everything that has been told to me. I'm not just making any of this up. I'm repeating all of my calls and I'm sharing it with you because this may be you. You may be idealistically, don't quit your job, especially if you have a good job. Okay, said it again, I'll say it again. I'll say it again and again because like I actually was getting paid decent money and I probably could have went about learning the whole right way, but I didn't. And so everything that I shared with you is not only what my students and are going through, but what I have also went through. So like I said, this is all from the horse's mouth. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. This is all from the horse's mouth, straight from source. So don't quit your job just to become a lash artist, just to become a lash tech. I feel like that's a more appropriate word, because lash artists hold a certain weight to it. They're an artist. They understand what they do. They have value behind it. They understand this is not, like I said, a little girl hobby. This is like legit. This is real. You can make a lot of money. You can have a great business with this and live life the way you want to. So if that's what you want to do, I'll help you out. If you want to be a legit lash artist, you want to get your license, you want to learn, you want to have a thriving business, you want to go all the way with this to where eventually down the road you have a product line, maybe a salon if that's what you want, maybe even eventually help people, but become a great lash artist first. You owe that to yourself, especially if that's where you're looking to go with this. So if that is something you're looking to do, check the description below. I do have a 12-week lash extension specialty license, mentorship, and more program where I can help get you everything. Your license, I can help you learn lashes, I can help you set up your business, and much, much more, okay? So if, like I said, check the description below. I will leave everything, all of the good stuff that you need down there. Make sure and hit the like and subscribe and follow button. As always, leave a comment if you have any questions, but I love you guys. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for tuning in, for watching. I hope everything's been helpful. I'll see y'all later.